very much wanted to take an opportunity to make some contribution to the great debate that's going on all the time about healthcare issues in the UK. So we've set up this debate, and the reason I'm standing on my feet is to introduce you to the person who is the boss tonight, and that is Ann Widdecombe.
I think tonight what we're discussing is probably the most fundamental question facing us for the rest of this century. What we have today is essentially a 1940s system. The question before us tonight is, should we try to continue with the spirit of that system, and should we try to supply free healthcare for all? So first of all, I'm going to ask the speakers in favour of the motion that we should no longer continue in that aim to introduce themselves.
Good evening, my name is Roy Lilly. I'm a former Health Authority Chairman, NHS Trust Chairman, and these days I'm a businessman and journalist.
And I'm Michael Aronson. I'm a professor of obstetrics and gynecology. I'm a urogynecologist by trade, but I also am the director of health services and on the board of trustees at the University of Massachusetts Medical Center in Massachusetts.
And to defend the status quo?
I'm Norman Warner. I was the Minister of State responsible for NHS reform, which was universally welcomed throughout the NHS, as you know.
Ian Gilmore, I'm President of the Royal College of Physicians of London, and my daytime job, I'm a physician and gastroenterologist in Liverpool. Well, someone has to do it.
So can I see everybody who would not wish to provide free healthcare for everyone? And can I see those who would wish to continue to provide free healthcare for everyone? That is a clear majority in favour of those who would continue to supply free healthcare for everyone. Therefore, rising to the challenge, I call upon Roy Lilly to change your minds.
Madam Chairman, thank you very much, and good evening, everyone. I'm kind of nervous, really, to take this on, this sort of kamikaze debates, but it does give us a chance to have a discussion around the topics. I'm minded of the kamikaze school where the instructor said to his pupils, "Watch carefully, I'm only going to do this once." I have to confess, progressively out of love with the NHS. I've been irritated by what I consider to be an institutional complacency which pervades the NHS. Administrators who live in the sort of long grass and the undergrowth, and they become invisible, and it's almost impossible to get a proper response and get anything happening. And it's in that spirit that I propose this motion tonight, in the spirit of not taking anything away, but actually giving the NHS something. I want to give the NHS customers. I want people empowered to make decisions. You see, when I get up and go to work in the morning, I live in Surrey, I get on the train in Ascot and go to Waterloo, and I stand on the train with 1,000 other people, and we've all got up and driven past the doctor's surgery that isn't open. And I come home in the evening and the doctor's surgery is closed. On Saturdays it's there for an emergency. I have no idea what that means. And on a Sunday I go to church, I sprinkle myself with holy water and I pray for a cure because my doctor's surgery is closed. For me and 1,000 other people on the train, primary care is invisible. It doesn't exist. I've never seen the lights on. I have no idea what goes on there. I've never even seen a car in the car park. I just know when I'm near a GP because there's an overwhelming smell of fermenting money. But for me, it's irrelevant. And yet, you see, there's 500,000 people travelling to London every day, and we're all the same. 500,000 people who've contributed to the £43 billion extra money that the NHS has had in the last 10 years, who have got nothing for it. They've received nothing for it. And all I know is that I am enslaved and have to remain on a GP's list. I have almost no opportunity of changing that. And so that the GP can earn a living out of being inconvenient, inaccessible, and in a C-class Mercedes. And my taxes work for him, but they don't